Packie says under 7, hold my mystery beverage. All right, I think we're just waiting on readies for both of our players, and we'll be ready to go. We have confirmed that Savage Octagon is now streaming. John Nash, new meta, don't even stream. There you go.
I mean, I have to go over the rules to see if you need to stream, but
you do.
Oh, okay,
but it's sort of a requirement.
Let's clear that up straight away.
Speaking of clearing things up, both players clearing things off their board very quickly. An early lead to Savage Octagon as she tries to fight through what's a red heavy top line. Meanwhile, Packie with good color diversity, but some blues kind of scattered all around the board. But a whole bunch of double blues just took care of that problem. It's a 5 virus advantage early on here for Packie.
I mean, if I was Savage Octagon, I'd be just angry at Dr. Mare right now because she needs a lot of red right now, and it's not coming, really.
Octagon not happy with her ex-boyfriend, Dr. Mario, as she likes to say. 18-12 right now, Packie with another big clear. And we're approaching a minute. It's a Octagon about 3 seconds behind. But as we're seeing, Packie just going for just absolutely quick, nasty, efficient tuck clears. We just saw that tuck double.
Yeah, I'd like to think that Packie can get difficult boards, but I haven't seen it really. So
Packie out of 8 at 1:17, and that's what you wish you were out of 6 at in round 1. Just blazing fast level 8. Octagon, meanwhile, just trying to get out of 8. And is only going to need a handful of reds to do so. Now she just needs 2 reds, and there's 1 and there's 2. She's out at 1:47, about 30 seconds behind, and 9 viruses behind, as Packie struggling early on with just a little bit of garbage issues.
Yeah, I mean, Savage just got like a regular, slightly more slow level than Packie did, but Packie is showing like if every level could be played as as level 6, basically that's what he does every time.
And it's now 16-30. Packie just doing everything well. The down drops, the tuck plays, the horizontal plays. And Octagon playing well in her own right, it's just Packie is immediately coming out of the gate in 5th gear. And Main Kukat pointing out that Packie's 8 would be the 3rd best of all time on speedrun.com. So that gives you an idea of how fast that was. 15-9 here, as now it's 18-4, as Octagon starting to really start to sink in that end game. It's one of her best aspects of her play, as she's starting to set up for a double in row 1, it looks like, and had the horizontal on the yellow, and I think that was the play there out in row 5 or column 5.
Probably because those reds, maybe one would think of clearing them horizontally, though. Okay, now one of them is out of the board, so yeah, it's a strange configuration if you ask me.
And Packie was out at around 328. Octagon not far behind, just needs some blue help. There's 1, and there's the double. Almost made the big misplay, but she's not far behind the 4 seed. It's a 7 virus game, as Packie off to a strong start here, but a triple clear from that drop keeps Savage into this.
Yeah, Savage is definitely picking up some time there from being under about almost half a minute, just a couple of viruses behind ending level 9. That's a great work from her.
And Packie really starting to open things up. that blue clear will really start opening his board up and has access to just about every virus now, save for a couple in his bottom right quadrant. Meanwhile,
getting strong there because she needs a lot of yellow and it's not coming. Lots of red and blue, however.
And she is trying to make the best of that situation. But as we're seeing, just brutal RNG coming Savage Octagon's way.
Yeah, I mean, you try to get too creative and play on those little spaces that are left in your board, but you only can do that so long until you've cleared everything that's reachable. Oh, here comes a T. Yeah,
big T. That's a big cluster from Savage Octagon. Now she's suddenly only down by 10. And that double clear also helps, but Packie going to be out at 5 minutes and 21 seconds going into the final level. Octagon not far behind John, but she's really got to turn up the speed.
Yeah, but I mean, that clear was probably as efficient as you can be, given that you are struggling with the red pills. And yeah, she took a lot of things in that one swoop.
I think Octagon's setting up for the cross. Doesn't set up for the cross. Interesting.
Yeah, she preferred to go for the horizontal to clear that yellow virus as well, getting out at about 6 minutes.
At 6 flat, and she's got a margin to make up, John. She's got to make up about 20 viruses as we approach 7 minutes here. Packie looking to lock down a first win. Octagon looking to come back.
Yeah, Packie just put pedal to the metal and how is it? Something like that. In this last level and just trying to open wide the advantage that he had.
Meanwhile, Octagon making some good plays, having all these viruses clustered together with somewhat favorable RNG, keeping things together for her. Her big problem, not a lot of blue access. But Packie making big clears as he's already down to 5 viruses. Was flirting with a sub 7, but I don't think it's going to happen. But a strong times regardless from Packie here, as he just needs a few blues and some reds, and he will be out. He needs 1 red and 2 blues. There's the red. And the blue will come right there at a 7:19, which is a hot time and takes Leviticus's hot time. He just got off the board. So Packie establishing the 4th best time. And when that happens, there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah, I mean, it was mainly that level 8 that just started him in the right direction, just keeping it clean and tight on the next levels, and yeah, he gets a very hot time.
So we're gonna go into game number 2. Savage Octagon needing another win to stay in this. Packie looking to close the door on this. He would face Leviticus in round number 2. Or excuse me, semifinal Sunday. This is round number 2. I know how to count. I promise.
I mean, however, Savage Octagon showing us that she can keep up with Packie. Of course, Packie knows how to react to that, but Savage showing some combos, some nice setups to get rid of things and not complicating things too much, keeping it very clean.
All right, we are waiting on readies from both players. We have readies from both players. And off we go. And if you had the foresight, although the RNG wouldn't have helped, there's an opportunity for a 5-pack clear. But Packie did not go for it. Looking at both of these boards, Packie's a little bit more scattered. While Savage has a lot of stuff kind of linked together, there's still big opportunities for drop time. Kind of an even board playing field for both players, but Packie off to a strong start, up by 6.
Yeah, I like both boards. Maybe Packie's is a little harder to navigate because it's everything on one side of the board.
Octagon we thought that was a misplay, but no, she turned it into gold. Great play there, dropping a bit of blue garbage down, and Octagon's big problem is a lack of blue access, and Packie's is a bit of yellow access.
Lack to blue access from Savage Octagon, but also mainly red on her top line. That's been the struggle even in the previous game as well.
Mm-hmm. But both players now close to single digits or in single digits. Packie with a huge double yellow, phenomenal RNG. He just needs the red, and is going to take a bit of time, but he's got it out at 1:28. A great time. Octagon is down to 1:30 or is at 1:30 seconds, and down to now 3 viruses. Looks like it's going to be verticals for the red, horizontal for the yellow.
Yeah, and she had great foresight to notice that there was that double blue, that if you tucked something in between both blue viruses, then everything just fixed itself. Savage Octagon at about 147 out of level 8.
And Octagon off to an extremely strong start on 9. Really making some quick, very low drop clears, and doesn't have access to red, just the one red virus. So really hoping for a lot of blue and yellow in her future. 12 viruses to go for Packie, though. He does have a split board and no blue viruses.
Oh, this combo just sets up everything for Savage Octagon, realizing that there was that T, and then everything just drops in place, save for one red garbage there.
And now she's getting a lot of formidable RNG to get some one pill clears. And now only one blue virus left, which is going to be a bit problematic, but nothing too terrible.
No, thankfully she's getting a lot of yellow as well, which is what's a lot of those doubles that are in her board are exactly yellows. There goes one of them.
And Octagon going to go for the horizontal clear here. Could have stacked that red on top of the virus. They elected not to do that.
Yeah, sometimes perhaps not noticing, or just realizing that would drop much faster if she didn't stack it up.
Packie out at 320, and Octagon looking to be out just a touch sooner, and Will at 329, so she's not far off as we're at the halfway point in the second game. 35 viruses to go for Packie, 42 to go for Savage Octagon, and we're going to start seeing some pretty creative play from both players as this is where the game starts stacking the viruses just a touch higher.
Yeah, and we're already seeing Savage getting good RNG in that last level, makes up for a lot of time that she lost at one point. I'm not sure if that was a misdrop there.
I think
red yellow.
I think there was a bit of an extra button press there is what it looked like, because it looked like that was in place, and then one more flip happened. She managed to make do with it, but there's a bit of garbage now stacked on the top of your board right in the center, staring you in the face.
Yeah, and the problem is that everything around that problem is basically just much lower, the top line. So getting rid of that, one would go perhaps horizontally, but it's gonna be difficult.
And we're starting to see here that might be the determining factor. Is Packie has a pretty open board. He hasn't quite run away with it, but a very clean board, and just needs the cooperative RNG to happen. And he should be in the driver's seat. Octagon's still fighting to stay in this, but I think that misflip really cost her.
Yeah, Packie not suffering a lot other than being slowed down a little bit by that well, it was a traffic light now. He has just cleared everything on that columnade and gets just the pills he needs to get out at 5:14.
So Packie looking to put this away at 5 minutes and 18 seconds. Octagon still fighting for her tournament life as she drops a double yellow down. Great play there. And a horizontal clears, getting very creative with trying to get this board cleared up. One of her greatest strengths is improvising, as we've seen. She's down to her final 6, but again, Packie just holding down and taking names.
Yeah, Savage Octagon there having a little bit of trouble turning that blue-yellow pill to get that tuck, but now she has tucked red-blue and just waiting for a horizontal, and she's going to need something to drop that blue-yellow as well.
Yeah, it looked good, and then Gravity said no thanks. Out at 6:02, and Octagon's got half a level between her and Packie.
Yeah, once again, Packie just showing that he has a little bit of an advantage, and in this level 11 just puts all of the speed into the game and gets a big advantage of almost half a level.
Octagon getting smart with no drops coming from those clears and maintaining a relatively clean board. That's her first big drop. Packie down to now 12 viruses, a dozen viruses to go for Packie, as he is just looking to clear everything out. Not a lot of blue access that may hamper him. And we're getting a blue-red heavy top line for Octagon and not getting a lot of help in the pill department there. Packie now down into single digits. Possible misflip or planning to play underneath. We'll see how that goes over in column 1. Octagon just trying to get down into 20 or sub 20 territory. She is at 20 now. Has the double red clear, hasn't gone for it. As Packie now down to 2 viruses, now down to 1 with that epic combo. He just needs to clear that last red and he will close the door on this.
Yeah, Packie just
there's one.
Amazingly, they're just going for those doubles and triples horizontally. One more red, and Packie's out.
And a 7:33. Again, not a lot you could do when Packie's cruising at a 7:30 sub time. Like, fantastic work from Packie. He's going to go on to face Leviticus tomorrow, but his work today is all done. Unfortunately, it is for Savage Octagon as well. A great game against Swang, but Packie really just turned it on and never let go. And when he's rocking sub 8 times, it's very, very difficult to stop him.
Oh yeah, I mean, GG's to Packie for just putting on a masterclass on how to go fast in these levels, but also GG's to Savage Octagon, who kept it pretty close even at the end. She was only 8 viruses away from finishing.